Hello, my name is Anne Greenshields. I'm going to show you how to find legislation from the best sources. A novice might think that it is efficient to find legislation using the big search engines, but if you do, you then will have to spend a lot of time making sure that what you found is right. Is it from the right jurisdiction? Is it really the right act? Is it current? Is it the version you need? Are you sure it's not corrupted? That all takes time and is unnecessary if you follow the steps shown here. A safe starting point for your legal research is the Law Subject Guide, which links you to the best available legal resources. In this box, you can see links to the official sources for Commonwealth, WA and New South Wales legislation. To save time, I'm going to use Legify. This is a free instant search tool which quickly connects you to authoritative Australian legislation. I'm going to find interpretation acts which help us understand the use, structure and application of legislation. Type the keyword in the box and then you can limit the search to the various jurisdictions, in this case Commonwealth, New South Wales and WA. Let's start by looking at the Commonwealth Acts Interpretation Act. This is ComLaw, the official government site for Commonwealth legislation. We are now looking at the current version of the Acts Interpretation Act. This is also the authorised version. Most of the time, this is going to be exactly what you need, but that may not always be the case. You should become familiar with the content and arrangement of these sites so you can find all the information you need. Notice here there's a link to the alert service which will keep you up to date. If you want to have a look at the historical and previous versions, you need to click on the View Series link. We can now see the list of old versions of the Act, so you can go to the relevant point in time for your research. Notice there's also a tab called Enables, which will take you to the subordinate legislation, including regulations, rules and orders. Let's go back to Legify, go to the Interpretation Act for New South Wales on the official government legislation site. Once again, you can see this is the current Act, this is authorised, and you can see the status of this version. Links to the historical and previous versions, the subordinate legislation and to the alert service. Let's repeat this process by going back to Legify and looking at the WA Interpretation Act on the official government site, the State Law Publisher. You can see the current Act, the historical and previous versions, subordinate legislation and the link to the alert service. In WA, reprints are the only authorised versions of the Act. They are rarely current, but are essential for court work. But for most purposes, the current version is sufficient. If you follow these steps, you will be well on your way to becoming a smart legal researcher. You will always be able to find an Act from the best source available, and you will be building the skills necessary for your professional career and for success as a student. Good luck with your research. Goodbye.